Hi everybody, it's Diane from Tattered Edge Design. Today I'm making some notebooks. I got this idea from Natasha at Treasure Books, so I will link her video in my description, and if this interests you, go watch her. Hers are really, really nice. So anyway, the idea is, and I don't have a completed one to show you. I've made these before, but I sold them. I don't have them anymore. But the idea is to take, my spin on her idea. I just use a single layer of scrapbook paper and make a cover. Just fold it in half. And then take papers that are a little bigger than the cover. Maybe they're the same, maybe they're short, whatever you want. And then when you bind it, you stagger them to stick out top and bottom. And then you would have to cut your length to be staggered this way. But this way, you can move them around. And then I collage on the covers. She did a little more just like a flower, a tag, but I do a little more collage-y. And then the pages that are exposed, you can do whatever you want, but ribbon, sewing, little, scrapbook paper border, a bow, anything to decorate the edges. They turn out really cute. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. I have 8, and I have them ready to go, and I obviously have a lot of paper folding in my future that you probably don't want to watch. So I will come back when they're ready to be collaged upon. Okay, hang in there. Okay, I'm back. All the papers have been cut over here. And I did pull a main image to start with, a starter image we'll call it, for each one. And I was going to point out, you certainly don't have to cut pages first. I thought it might be a little easier because I included like a decorative one, if that would maybe influence what I was doing, but however you want to do it. Well, I think this could use a ribbon or something. I got ribbon, I got more ephemera, I got magazines, I got scrapbook paper, so we're kind of set here. Yeah, that's nice, it matches that flower. Okay, I got dancing dogs, I got everything today. And what are you dancing about? She's not telling us. And I imagine I'll do what I normally do and glue off camera here. That's good. And obviously how far you want to take yours is up to you. Yeah, I was going to do more than that. Let me grab something. Where is it? Here. Anybody have these? Yeah, they're not cheap. I did get these on sale at Tim Holtz Tickets. They're cool. They're, it's like, they're not real, but it's like a real ticket that you tear off. How about this one? Kind of neat. Behind there, sort of. Yeah. Okay. A little cheesecloth. It's up here, out of reach there. Here. And yes, it is afternoon here, and it's very dark. I guess there's a chance of snow, so it's rather dull and dark and dreary out there. Now, I think not there because it obscures too much of the flower. Put down there. Okay. Is that enough? kind of think it is. Because, I said the point of this is to decorate page edges that are sticking out. So there will be, you know, ribbons or whatnot around anyway. All right, set this one aside. This one. Where is this one's decorative paper? Oh, it's this text thing here. Okay. Now some of these, this obviously is way too busy. I would never do that. So let me grab an old pack of fun that the cover's not even on it anymore. This is an old one. It's 64. This, yeah, most of these images are scrapbook paper. This one is. That's good. It still needs something else behind the other side there. I'm looking at other scrappy papers here. Something more plain. I don't know. I think that's still in the too busy arena. I don't think this color. Oh, actually, it's kind of interesting. Let's put it this way. If I was doing it for me, I might do it. But since I'm doing these to sell, I think most people don't have my eclectic taste. Oh, maybe even this side. Well, let's cut some and see which side. Actually, can you see that way down there? See? Yeah, that's definitely better. All right. Okay. What else would this person like? Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, like a butterfly or flower or something. Okay, I gotta look in that box, which is right behind me here. In the room. This is really I've got everything in here. I've got cooking stuff, label stuff, bird stuff. Actually, what about one of these? Ticket stuff, flower stuff, tree stuff. I think I need a second box. Yeah, actually, those are kind of pretty. Which one? Maybe this one. These are a nice use of smaller scraps too for the covers. Pages, obviously you're not using full sheets, but they do have to, yeah, I didn't say anything about sizes. Most of mine are in the 4-inch area. So you need, like they're 4 up and down, 3 across, give or take. So you need a good 6-inch strip to fold it, so it's not total scrappy scraps for the pages. Alright, I'm getting the trim box. I think we need something, not really a ribbon, more like a seam binding, a decorative ribbon. What about this one? Oh, that's nice. Okay. That's newer. I think it's a scrapbook paper company. Don't ask me what. Alright, I think that's good for this. Okay. You go glue yourself somewhere. Alright, moving on. We have a teddy bear. This is scrapbook paper too. Yeah, actually, I also didn't mention the pages. So I've got one little decorative sheet in each one, which is scrapbook paper. Then it's just printer paper, old child's writing paper, graph, notebook, coffee dyed. It's mostly lightweight and mostly plain. There is a, we'll come across it. There's a couple that have an old calendar page in there. Kind of neat, kind of crooked. Come on, straighten up. Okay. What does he want behind him or her? Flowers. Another ticket thing. Well, I think these are almost too faded looking with him. I have other scrapbook paper tickets that aren't so faded. Let's see. I'm in that same box. Oh, maybe one of these. These are a graphic 45, I believe. Well, maybe, what do you think, orange or the yellowy color? I think orange. Well, how about this one, because it's right on the edge? That is, yeah, after I said orange, maybe that, you know, matches too well. You're not going to see it. They do have little corner nips there. Let me cut those. I got a dog sign by me. Rough day. That's kind of cute. Trim, flower. Yeah, I was just thinking maybe a postage stamp. I've got stamps in here, but I think that's going to be too much focal stuff, you know, you're looking at. Let's find a trim and see if that's adequate. That's kind of cute. It's obviously very narrow, but I like that. Good colors. Okay. But yeah, since that's awfully narrow, here, let me bring this. I've got, I don't even know what to tell you. It's a stool that I'm supposed to be sitting on, and I don't sit on it because it's got my box of scrapbook paper stuff on it. And it's behind me, but I'll slide it more beside me so I can still talk. Something flowery. I need a lot of things. But I need a bigger craft space. I need more storage space. How about a leaf? Yeah, that's kind of cute. How about this one? Could even take a couple, I suppose. So how organized is your craft room, or space, or counter, or desk, or... Well, mine's organized. It's just too small. And notice I said it's too small, not that I have too much stuff. We'll just leave it at that. Alright, I really like the colors, but how are we going to arrange this? It's a little... Yeah, that's okay. Do we want to? 2 leaves. Yeah, that looks a little lonely. What color or the pattern? What about this gold? Well, here, we'll take this one. It's very similar. And yes, if I had a bigger space, I probably would just fill that up and complain that's not big enough too, right? All right, something like that. Okay, that's kind of cute. All right, this one. This is a chipboard. Oh, it's supposed to be a tag. I didn't even get that. That doesn't want to come out. Okay. I don't know, do we want it just centered or more like that? Do I have to put strings in it because it's a tag? I suppose it makes sense. I do have other baker's twine in here. Let's see. Or actually, what about this? It's candle wicking yarn. They call it yarn, but it's like string. Is that too much with all these strings? Yeah, that's too much. And as a matter of fact, I had 2 of these years ago when I was doing a little more just kind of like note cards and tags was kind of my thing at that point. And I had bought some sort of, grab bag of trims and stuff at a thrift store. And there were 2 of those packs in it. And when I got it home, I'm like, I'm never going to use these. And I actually put it in a bag to get rid of it. And then later, fortunately, I hadn't got rid of it yet. Then later, I went, I bet you could use that in the crafts and stuff. It's like, yeah, Diane. So I caught that in the nick of time. That's okay. But yeah, it's funny. I'm not that imaginative, I guess. Sometimes, I get rid of stuff, or, what am I ever going to do with this? And then I see someone, on a blog or something. Oh, that's a good idea. I should have kept it. Oh, well. Yeah, really, the ideas and upcycling things some people come up with are pretty amazing. To me, anyway. All right. Well, yeah. I don't know. I was thinking text, a little text, maybe, at any rate. Just a little bit somewhere. Maybe some postage stamps. There's a postmark there. These are my more generic-y stamps. That might be good if it's more of a background thing. And yeah, I don't have these all organized nice and neat like other people. I don't have time for that. Okay. I also have fabric here too. I could use that as a trim. Or washi. Maybe a washi. Let's see. Not sure though how it was going to show up on the green. That's kind of fun. That's just a little different there. Alright, this I will glue down. Glue and stick. Alright. A flower. I was thinking this was done, but maybe it needs a flower there. Alright, I'm in the box on the stool here. Let's see. The flowers on the bottom naturally. Well, yeah, you know, that tag image there is very pale. So I don't want anything too bold. It's gonna, here, what about this? If I have a big bold flower, it's going to take over that image there. Not one of these. These make nice gifts too, if you you know, like to make stuff but don't want to sell it. You know, put 2, 3 of these together in a little pack. They're very cute. And they make nice journal inserts too, if you want to just make one for yourself. Use it in your journal. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Okay, it was sliding a little bit. Okay. Now this one is a little different because this paper is a little more, you know, funky, contemporary. And then I pulled this, it's scrapbook paper, but it's an old doily image, dresser scarf, whatever it was. But I thought, you know, it was kind of neat. Can maybe get away with it. But we need something in there, right? Putting my washi tape back. What about a stamp that's more of an image? Let's see, what do we got in here? Miscellaneous designs. There's flowers. Birds and butterflies. Alright, let's look at that. So now these stamps are organized. Oh, that's kind of nice. Alright, I'm gonna... Well, what about this? It's blue. With the blue flowers there. Okay, it fits better. Alright. Actually, I like that. Maybe just some lace, which, you know, I don't have. What's happening here? There. The box didn't want to close. Okay, back to the trim box. Well, I got... Oh, what about this one? Well, it doesn't really show up. I could scrunch a seam binding, you know, scrunch it up and sew it on. Okay, I think we'll do that. All right. Actually, I think that's cute. So do you ever make stuff to sell and go, oh, I really like that, and you want to keep it for yourself? I have done that, but I generally don't keep it. I at least try to sell it. And you know, of the things I've done that, and I think, well, if it doesn't sell, I'll keep it. Sure enough, it, you know, it sells. Alright, these got shoved in on each other. What's going on here? Okay. Now this one, this is a tea canister. You can hardly see it, but it actually does say herbal tea there. And a little teacup. And I've got all these horrible shadows going on, don't I? Come on. Okay. Now that, I don't think I want text behind there. About just a color or a subtle pattern. It's a good color. Let's see what it is. It's just kind of nice. Oh, that's interesting too. Actually, this is more interesting. I have words nearby too. Like maybe this could use a word up there. All right, come here. Contents. I find like really cool, like wow worthy. I mean, that's cool. I've yet to use it. It's been in here for, you know, a year. Pages of creative ideas. Actually, I like that. Okay. And then maybe this needs a trim or something on the bottom. Such as, I don't know. Let's see, what about rickrack? Is that too much? Maybe because I don't have a good color. Alright. There's blue on that canister. What would this look like? It would be okay, but I don't like it that much. Well, what about ribbon? Just a minute. Ribbon box for you. Man, I'm getting a workout with all this grabbing and bending and reaching. This probably isn't going to match. Oh, actually, it's not bad. Alright, that's fine. Okay, we're making progress here, guys and dolls. Alright. How about you go over here now? I'm running out of room. Take your pages with you. Okay. This one. This is a new acquisition, a scrapbook paper here I recently made. We want a string or something in that. Yeah, because that box is over there. Just a minute. Okay. What about a red or pink? Well, I was going to say pink because of those flowers are a little more pink, but I don't think we want that on the toile. Yeah, that's okay. Wow, it's quiet. Yeah, I don't know. Last few times I've tried to make videos, it's been all kinds of noise. I just don't know how to handle the quiet. Alright, that's kind of nice. You know, really, you know, could leave it at that if you wanted to. Let's see. try that. It's German down the bottom, I can tell you that much. Yeah, that's kind of cool. A red, maybe a scrunchy red seam binding. Is it too dark? Yeah, that's better. And in case you missed the video where I was using these before, I bought these roll things at a thrift store. Somebody must have, that was their storage system. Oh, alright, that's the end of that. And so I just left them on there. Actually, can you read this now? I don't know what this is. It's not paper towel. It says, reminder, on today's shopping list, be sure to... Oh, Kleenex towels. So soft. Pretty pastel colors. They don't make those anymore, do they? Wow. I've got a collectible here. That rolls were $35. Alright. Now, to me, this tag is a little plain, actually. Does it need a number? Does it need... Well, it's got this area. Put a number on there. Is my number stamp too fat? I think they'd fit. Let's try that. And then see if it's still too plain for some of us. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Let's not get ink on the seam binding, Diane. Still could use something. Yeah, but what? I'm kind of at a loss for that. I don't think... Well, butterfly. Okay, butterfly. Actually, what about this one that I put aside we used for the bird? It's got these small pinky butterflies on it. Well, let's try it. I almost think it might be too matchy-match, but let's see. And now I'm not cutting out these tiny little antennas that I can't even see. I'll draw them on. Years ago, I once saw somebody, they had butterflies bigger than this, but in lieu of cutting them out or drawing them on, they actually took thread or very fine, you know, like a string, and made those be antenna. That looked really good. A little too fussy for my taste, but... Okay, that's good, but it's still, that tag is still too plain. What about some stamping in the background? Get that music one I've got somewhere. Oh, almost the bottom of the stack, not quite. Try harder next time. Alright, let's see. I'm out of room. Yeah, I think that's better. Do you think that's better? Although that's way too lined up right there. Okay. Yeah, you can see how crowded I am. And really, this is about my work surface. You're missing, oh, maybe 5 inches or so on the left. This is it. That's it. And it's where I do my, you know, packing for Etsy and painting and drawing and crafting. And this is it. All right. So where were we? I lost the butterfly. There it is. Okay, that's pretty good. All right, last one. This is a chipboard thing too. What does that say? Oh, love. We expect it to say in a heart, Diane, huh? Alright, you go with the other one, don't get mixed up. It's pretty. Cheesecloth behind her. Come on. Alright, I'll fuss with that later. It's nice. That though almost needs, yeah, a bird or something because it's okay. But I know, it doesn't, to me, look real focally. That almost looks like a background thing. Alright, let's look in our bird section. Or a butterfly, I guess. My boring people. Well, there's this. Well, what about this? This is a little... Yeah, even that one right there. Alright, let's try that. Am I off camera? Yeah. Get with it, Diane. We're still recording, right? Yeah, let's see. The other day I recorded, fortunately, a short segment. And when I went back to watch it to see if it was okay, it was fine for about 20 seconds, and then it went into slow motion. I don't know what that was all about. And I didn't, you know, I didn't bump the camera or anything. I don't know what I was doing. Which fortunately was fixable. But yeah, Diane and technology, we have issues. Okay. Yeah, actually that's very fine. That's nice. But we need a trim or something. Not just a ribbon. Off-white. Yeah, actually that's very adequate. Okay, well, I have a lot of gluing in my future, so I'm going to do that and then come back. Okay, I'm back, obviously. They're bound. These two, I put fabric on the spine, and I just did. It's still wet. I don't know, I just thought this green cover, comparatively speaking, was kind of plain. Not that that really matters, but I just thought I wanted to doll it up a little bit, especially for the back. So these two got fabric. The rest did not. A couple notes. One, I did do a 5-hole stitch binding. The Treasure Books video, she did stapling. That's fine. If you trust your sewing machine, you could machine stitch it. Mine is old. I didn't want to push it because I've got 2 layers of scrap of paper and then the pages. Probably be okay, but I didn't want to press my luck. So I was going to do a 3-hole stitch, pamphlet stitch. And then I went, well, actually, some of these are awfully narrow. And yeah, it only would have hit 1 hole. So I just didn't trust that. So I did 5. And just for the record, making 5 hole that small, these pages are real snug. They're not going anywhere. So there. I added a word on this. Those are Tim Holtz. I don't know, chit chat or small talk or something there. I think this is the same. I put note on these 2. Okay, so you're caught up, I think. I did not ink page edges. You could do that. I think that would add, but I didn't do it. If you want to do that, I would recommend doing it before you bind it. If you want to sew on edges, I would do that before you bind it, because you could probably do the outer ones okay. You can't really sew unless you want to just do a bit. But if you want to go all the way across, yeah, top or bottom, you can't do that once it's bound. But I didn't think I was going to sew anyway, so I did the binding. So now we're up to the page. Here, I'll leave these to last because they're wet. The little decoration on the edges, which, you don't have to do that, but since we have, exposure there, I think it definitely adds. So I've got washi tape fabric, ribbons, trims, scrap of papers, and I'm looking at scrap of paper right here. You could also, at Treasure Books, Natasha, she put on some tabs. That's kind of nice on some of the pages on the side. Could do that too. And I don't know if I'll do all of these. We'll see how far we get. See? Are you getting it? Could even add a word or something there too. I think we need something a little more of a textile. This is just the scrap bag, because I've got my actual boxes nearby. That's not bad. Even here. I kind of like that. Alright, I think you're going to have to watch me glue because, depending on how I do this, if I just have these loose and I go set them aside and they shift and fall, and I'm asking for trouble, so. Okay. And it's up to you too if you wanted to do the back what's exposed. I usually don't. But you certainly could. I mean, someone would be seeing that and writing it. Maybe I'll do a couple. I don't know. My embroidery scissors go here. And you could, mix and match trims. You have a couple on. You could scrunch it if you wanted to sew it. You could just scrunch, the seam binding or whatever, and then glue it down. You could do that too. I forgot, I was thinking of getting my little cross stitch pieces here. That might add to a side. And if you don't cut it exact and it's hanging over, put a wax paper or something in there so the pages aren't sticking. We don't want that. Yeah, where's mine? I've got a box here with a bunch of junk in it. And there's several baggies. And it seems like I always pull out the wrong one. Oh, here it is. Okay. I made a bunch of these one time. It's the perforated paper for cross stitch. I just sat and made a bunch of random patterns, but they're kind of cute to glue on here and there. Like maybe up. And actually I should kind of make some more. And not that I'm out, as you can see by this, but running a little low. It's not a bad idea. That's the only thing when you just do it randomly. This would work. You obviously don't know what colors ahead of time. So sometimes I don't have the right colors. What about on here? No. What about down here? All right. I don't have to worry about anything past this page. And yeah, for as small as these are, and maybe you can imagine, but they're, you know, a little fussy, you know, to get the pages staggered how you want them. Like I said, deciding how you're going to bind it. They're not hard, but it's obviously different than just having pages that all line up and everything. Okay, that's kind of cute. I need something down there. Well, not a ribbon, because I've got a ribbon right there. What about a fabric? And yeah, then it can be a little tricky to start matching patterns and stuff too. About that. Okay. Alright, you know what I think I'll do? I won't do the backs on camera at all if I decide to do them. If I do, I'll do that on my own. And I got a dog getting a drink. Yeah, it's okay. And actually, too, if you are thinking of selling, I don't know what Natasha did with hers. I don't remember. For somebody like me, I can't charge a lot for these because, you know, they're awfully small. They don't have a lot of pages. So it is kind of a lot of work. So really, you may want to just make these as gifts or for yourself. All right, that's cute. I think we need something on this paper. What? I don't know. Maybe a ribbon. That might be, you know, just something. Alright, just tell the ghost to stop playing with my ribbon, please. How about the blue? Yeah, like that. Okay. Now, this is going to be a little tricky because it is the same paper as this. So do we want it just portion or go all the way? All the way. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, that would be alright. I think that is a little more logical. And actually, this video is getting a tad long, so I don't want to drag this out for you guys. Well, I don't know. There are videos out there that are awfully long. Okay, that's cute. All right, I'll grab another paper. Okay, so I think you get the idea. I don't think I'll put a tab because of this. That sort of, to me, is acting like a tab. All right. Maybe one more? We'll do one more. Yeah. Well, I guess this color would be a starting point. It's kind of a odd, it's not pink pink. It almost has a hair of like, I won't go far to say orange, but it leans that way. I saw a color in here, now I lost it. Well, yeah, what's this one on the bottom? Come here. Not cooperating. Yeah, actually, that's a very good color. It's a short piece. No, why can't you be longer? Okay, well, maybe we'll do the piecing bit I mentioned, because I don't like these angles, so if I cut those off and put that here, maybe something could go like across it, such as I don't know. Well, that would be kind of cute. Okay. Now this one, I think I will angle. All right, let's glue that. Yeah, you could hand stitch on pages too. That might be kind of fun, a fun look. Or slow stitch, they call it nowadays. Oops, got back here. Okay, that's kind of cute. I wish I got it up more. Yeah, that is, you know, you gotta, you know, keep track of what you're doing. If I can get this up. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, better, except it's crooked. Okay. Well, definitely something on the bottom. I don't know. I don't think we want to overdo the pink. What about the blue again? I don't have much blue fabric. No. Well, that could be cute. All right, let's try that. Loose thread here, just a minute. Wow, it's quiet. It's so quiet outside. It is snowing at the moment, but not hard. Not enough to keep people inside. All right, let's see what that looks like. Oh, very cute. Alright, something on this under there. This needs like a lace, don't you think? I lost my lace box. Here. Of course, this one I'm not putting any paper on it, am I? Not that that matters, but yeah, sometimes when you have, actually I like that, a lot of options like that, you know, paper, lace, ribbon, rickrack, blah, 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 blah. You start forgetting, or at least I do. Oh yeah, I wasn't using paper. Forgot. All right, I'm not going to bore you with trying to glue this lace. That's going to be too hard. All right, well, do you guys get the idea? Let's see one more, maybe. Put this in here, and this one in here. Okay. All right, now this one's definitely brighter, bolder. Got an orange yarn in here. I think that's too bright. Yeah, I think that's too bright. All right. I don't know, is that too much? What about down there? I like that. Okay. That's pretty. All right, sorry, I keep reaching. All right, well, definitely here. Maybe whiter, orange. I don't think I have a fabric. What about this same dark one? Would that do anything? I know this is too short, but that's okay. I don't think it's great. Well, I've got some yellow gingham. No, that's too busy. That's okay. It's the same thing. Technically, there is not yellow on that. Red. No. Quick, Diana, invent new fabric. No. Maybe that on top. All right. Yeah. What do I do on the side? I wonder if I have a rickrack. That might be kind of cute. That would match. Yeah, and Wonders Never Cease. My washer is not running. Although it will be later today. Oh, we're going to have barkies. I can hear growling. Yeah, that's kind of pretty. Okay, we still need something on this one. Let me look at the rickrack. It's right behind me. No. have a snippet of orange. Unopen. Yeah, actually, I could live with that. That's kind of cute. Okay. All right, you know what? I won't bore you with gluing rickrack either. This one, though, I think we want something on there. What could we put on there? Oh. One of my cross-stitch things. Yeah, I haven't been using my washi tape yet either, have I? Oh, that's kind of cool. All right, this one has to get trimmed though. Let's see. Yeah, if you've never worked with this stuff, it's you could like akin it to a heavy cardstock, and then it's obviously has holes in it for cross stitch, and then there's no, you know, hemming necessary at all there, finishing of edges, if you will. It's good. I first got turned on to it. I bought a kit that was, you know, cross stitch, but it was letters, you know, so you would cut them out. So that's actually pretty cool, you know, alphabet letters. All right, I think I like this. Yeah. All right, well, I think you guys get the idea. So I will continue on and then come back when they're done. I guess they'll be done then. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back and I think I'm done. I think these turned out pretty cute. We'll see if I miss trimming a ribbon or anything as we go here. I'll probably put these in my shop as a pair, so like these two would be together. So here's the bear with his trims, and then I did do 2 or 3 on the back because they did look actually very plain with nothing on the back, because you know, you see the back too, right? So there's that. There's the T one. This one. And then, yeah, these two would be a set. This one. I did use washi on some. These two. Kind of cute. I did just a couple, I think, tabs. They're just scrapbook paper. And this one is more plainer, vintager. And then these two. This one. This one. I see this one like I intentionally tore a page. I think that's sort of interesting too. And lastly, okay, well, these turned out cute. They're very cute. They're definitely worth the effort. But there's a little effort involved there. You know, it's a lot of decorating and stuff. But I think they're pretty cute. So thanks to Treasure Books for this initial idea. And I hope everyone has a very nice day out there.